So I'm going to learn how to make a quickie here at Quickies. What do you suggest?
I would suggest a caramel macchiato since you like caramel. It's one of our top sellers.
What exactly is a caramel macchiato? Did I say that right?
Macchiato.
Here at the Kiwanis Club annual Thanksgiving luncheon, they're serving more than Thanksgiving meals here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here at the St. John's Providence Warren Mott School-Based Health Center, students can receive medical, dental, and vision services. Hey, thanks guys. As we know, the game between Fitzgerald and Lincoln is a historic rivalry, but this year the rivalry game means a little bit more because as you guys said, whichever team wins this game will be going to the playoffs. I know De La Salle loves to sling the ball. I mean, they are the pilots after all, so they take to the air. But East English Village has 2 Division I defensive ends, and they are coming for them. How are they going to cope with that? Thanks, Ryan. That's right. Everything is still a go for the big Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration next Monday, the 18th at City Hall. Now, this event always draws a huge crowd because local choirs and bands will be performing. Thanks, Lori. The city of Warren rings in the holiday season with its annual tree lighting event.
Carl Beendoinit. Carl Beendoinit with John King.
Hey, it's Carl Beendoinit. Carl Beendoinit. Today, Carl's been doing it with the 2015 Michigan Chronicles 40 Under 40 Award recipient, David Woods. How you feeling today? Being in the D-League, I know you can get that call at any time. You know, how prepared are you, to get that call?
Tonight, my partner in crime, Carl William. How you doing here tonight?
I'm doing great, ready to watch some great high school basketball.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. First off, congratulations, you two. Coach, we talked a little bit earlier about, this game not being a tough one. And you just moved 7-2 in the conference with a big game coming up against New Haven. How do you think you can build off of this game?
Brother Rice on the other end, the first key for them is control the pace. They're going to have to try to slow it down because in the last 4 games, De La Salle's been averaging 60 points a game. 60, I said it right, for high school. And on the other end, Brother Rice is only averaging 29. So they're going to have to slow down and run their sets.
Slow down the pace. You want to make sure the pace is your type of pace so you can come into place and do what you want to do. That's all I have from down here. Back up top.
Oh, harassment, McKay.
McKay nearly loses it. Goes, oh my! And he throws it down.
Goodness, you see why he's Mr. Basketball contention.
Hey, thanks so much, Nick. We're here with Coach Greg Essler and the player, our American Pie player of the game, Kevin McKay. Coach, how does it feel to get your first conference win here today? That's our American Pie player of the game. That's it from down on the floor. Back up top to you guys. The Salvation Army and the Warren Kiwanis Club teamed up this year to serve their annual Thanksgiving luncheon to the less fortunate. This year's menu of turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, and gravy along with dessert was supplied mostly by the Carpet Guys in partnership with local donations. Former Kiwanis Club President David Richards shares what the club is all about.
The Kiwanis Club is a long-time service club. It was started in the city of Detroit. We do things to help the community, primarily things involving kids. Not always, but usually kids. The event today, serving a Thanksgiving luncheon to people who need a little assistance, is one of our projects. We've done it for something like 30 years straight.
It takes a small army of volunteers several days to prepare a meal that serves over 200 people. Here at the Kiwanis Club annual Thanksgiving luncheon, they're serving more than Thanksgiving meals here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's really nice about this meal, anytime you do a group meal, is not just that hungry people are being fed, but people are socializing with one another. They're eating together. A lot of these folks otherwise for a Thanksgiving dinner would have no one to enjoy it with.
And that in itself is what makes the Kiwanis Club Thanksgiving luncheon a special event. I'm Carl with TV Warren News. The University of Detroit Mercy's Titans men's basketball team honored one of their greats with a jersey retirement ceremony. Number 45 Spencer Haywood is a basketball legend on all levels, and I got a chance to speak with him before the game and the ceremony. We were just talking about fundamentals of the game. How were you introduced to the game of basketball? Like who introduced you, and how did you, find your love for the game of basketball?
Well, I started playing basketball, and I was born in Silver City, Mississippi, in a cotton field, and it's no joke, but it is a fact. And so when we didn't have a basketball that bounced, my mother made a basketball out of this cotton sack, and she put cotton in it, and we would imagine that you can bounce and make the pass or the shot. And that's how I started playing basketball, with a ball that didn't bounce.
After a few more questions, the time had come for the number 45 to fly high in the rafters of Callahan Hall with the likes of Dave DeBuscher and Bob Callahan. Before we left, we asked Mr. Haywood how he got the number 45.
When I got here from the Olympics, I was just happy to come back home to play in Detroit and at the university. I guess that was the largest number, and I saw it on the table. They said, well, it is your number. And I said, thank you.
Now it was time for the University of Detroit to thank him. Mr. Haywood had this to say in closing.
You can't dream up these kind of things and make it happen. So I can sum it up by saying that all of these things happen not on my time and not on anybody else's time, but it's on God's time, which is right on time.